Let's check that. That wasn't what I wanted to check. I want to go over. I want to go there. Thank you.
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering.
It's good.
What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke?
Oh, so I really can't. That's a shame. I guess the point of this game is to try and help him remember.
She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere. Nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth.
New enough, so whatever happened was recent. Recent-ish. And
Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors. So, this came in handy. Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story.
that's a little funny.
After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
It's funny since this is kind of us doing detective work for the character.
The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful.
Oh, please, just pick
There's
it up.
dust on
Stop
this,
being a baby.
too. It's everywhere.
I'm sure there's more in some places. Oh, I can open things.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Don't forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. I'm only supposed to take these before meals.
Anything else in here? Anything else?
I'm not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though.
C plus.
Beta blockers.
Okay,
I have high blood pressure.
okay. Leave that jar. What's in this one? Oh,
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
want to take them?
If the keys are here, does she have her spare?
Wait, I'm a little confused as to what's going on.
I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare?
I'm a little bit confused. Wasn't he talking about her in the past tense like she was gone before? Okay.
We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway.
Why do you rarely lock it? It's just... How are people just that trusting that no one's gonna go in their house and take their stuff? Really? Really? I don't understand that. I don't.
I never
God.
noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway.
Okay, it's just your typical stuff. Let's see what's in here.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Oh.
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
Nothing in mind. Actually, I should check for that watch again. Okay. Ticking of that clock's gonna drive me insane. Okay.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area.
I can sort of see the outside, but at the same time I can't. I can see maybe like a roof, like a deck, I don't know.
I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place. It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing. The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me? The sunlight is so bright here.
Okay.
In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us.
Can I, what is that? Fine.
The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one.
The noise irritates me.
The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. The first night was a nightmare, though.
I can imagine that because it's a little bit unnerving how loud it is.
Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here. As long as we were together and happy. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again.
I'm actually noticing something. If you see the hand moving up and down, it's the clock. That's not me. I think that's kind of that little detail that it shows, like he's breathing and stuff. It adds something to it.
No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync.
Oh, what's that?
Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies.
I guess he's not going to read the rest of it.
Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
Care to read out loud? I don't want to read. No.
I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry.
Alright.
The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language
I'm sorry, I
and
keep
structure
clicking,
are a bit quaint.
like random
Still,
stuff.
some
I
lines
keep
jump
not
out at
random
you.
stuff, but I keep clicking to the point where it's repeating. The night's gone. Alright, I'll read it. Come, love, with peace in your heart. To, you know, the explodes. I can't pronounce shit. Ride with me, shed your mullet eyes. Here in our mount, snow white there. Come, Oisin. I can't pronounce. Come, whoever this person is, to my gardens fair. In the land of youth, ply your art. Ours shall be the cycle of days. Ours sun and sky and rainbow ways. If I could actually pronounce the names, it wouldn't be bad.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name.
Well, okay then. Thank you for that random fact.
So glad to meet you.
Oh, God.
My name is Serena.
There's your jump scare for the day. Okay, let's see what the door has to say.
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here. I better stay in case Serena comes back.
Okay. Where was I? I don't know the story. Wait, there's something... I didn't notice that.
Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? Or something else?
A little bit nervous to open this, but let's do it.
We use this trunk to store trinkets and
I'll
papers,
open it.
but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
Open it then.
It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
You don't want to do anything.
We
Open
found
it.
this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years.
Open it.
Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our
I
early years.
want it open now. What's that?
The
Yeah.
dining table was well worn
No.
even when we acquired
No.
the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions. And there were
Oh,
many
wait.
more to come.
Okay, well, just sit your butt down. Let's look at the picture again. I can see it now!
I just wish we